100y equals 500. Are you thinking this equation looks a bit different too? Even though this is a multiplication equation, because 100y means 100 times y, we still need to solve it by isolating the variable using the inverse operation. Can you guess what the inverse of multiplication is? I bet you already knew that division is the inverse of multiplication. So, because our variable y is being multiplied by 100, we'll need to divide it by 100 to isolate it. Since division undoes multiplication, the 100s on the left side of the equation cancel each other out, leaving us with y. We can't forget to divide the right side of the equation by 100 too. 500 divided by 100 is 5, so y equals 5. As always, let's plug in 5 for y in the original equation to see if it's correct. The product of 100 and 5 is 500, which means both sides have a value of 500 when y is 5. So y equals 5 is the solution to this equation. Do you know how to solve for m in this equation? Since m is being divided by 20, we'll need to use the inverse operation and multiply both sides of the equation by 20 to isolate the variable. Since multiplication undoes division, the 20s on the left side of the equation cancel each other out, leaving us with m. On the right side of the equation, we have negative 12 times 20. Remember, when we multiply integers with different signs, the product is negative. That means negative 12 times 20 is negative 240, so m equals negative 240. I bet you already know the last step. We need to plug in negative 240 for m in the original equation. The quotient of negative 240 and 20 is negative 12, so m equals negative 240 is the solution to this equation. All right, let's solve one final equation together before you go. Negative 195 equals a plus negative 87. To isolate the variable, we need to subtract negative 87 from both sides since negative 87 is being added to a. The negative 87s on the right side of the equation cancel each other out, since adding negative 87 and subtracting negative 87 are inverse operations. That leaves us with just a on the right side. On the left side of the equation, we have negative 195 minus negative 87. Subtracting a negative is the same as adding its opposite, so we can think about this problem as negative 195 plus 87. Negative 195 plus 87 is negative 108, so negative 108 equals a. And of course, if we plug in negative 108 for a in the original equation, we have negative 195 equals negative 108 plus negative 87. Since the sum of negative 108 and negative 87 is negative 195, we know a equals negative 108 is the solution to this equation. Wow, you just solved one-step equations involving adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. So I'm confident you've got the steps down now.